Let's do a rewind of sorts, going back to those Studio 54 days in New York City, the iconic nightclub back at the height of the disco era, where all the famous celebrities went there and just partied all night long, and probably all the next day. Well, this song at number 39 has just got that vibe to it. At number 39 is "Clap Your Hands" by the Kongs. It is the second of 6 debuts on my fantasy playlist of May the 8th, 2022. It is a buzzworthy record, so let's buzz up this BPM. They call it EDM, electronic dance music, but I like BPM. BPM just seems to have more force to it, just more in your face, just really pounding it in. BPM, beats per minute. And oh boy, it's got a thick beat. It has got a muscular kick drum in this record, a swooping bass line that will swiftly deposit you on the dance floor. Reminds me of that song that came out. I can't remember who did it. "Report to the Dance Floor." There was a song called that, "Report to the Dance Floor." And yeah, everybody report to the dance floor when this record is playing. Well, except for me, of course, because I can't dance. I'll just MC. I'll just talk about the record instead. It also reminds me of another song. Oh my goodness. I'm getting off topic again, but I just got to do it. That Kylie Minogue song, God, it was brilliant. It was a hit in Australia, I think, but nowhere else. Check out the song. If you like that dance music, some of that old school dance music, check out that Kylie Minogue record, "Your Disco Needs You," which came out back in 2001. But let's go back to this record. "Clap Your Hands" by the Kongs. His real name is Valentin Brunel. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. Brunel. French DJ, remixer, producer. First instrument he learned how to play will amaze you. And I never heard of this instrument before. I had to look it up to get the pronunciation. It's called the first instrument he learned how to play was called the djembe. Djembe, I believe, is how you pronounce it. It's a exotic skin-covered drum that he learned how to play. And with his dad, he was jamming out to some of those old school rock and roll records by the Who. There you go, baby. Also the Kooks. You might remember the Kooks, particularly if you're viewing this video in the UK. You might remember the Kooks from back in the 2000s. And there's a lot of nostalgia. There's a lot of nostalgia in this music. At least the 2 songs that I've heard by him. He remixed, now later on when he got into the remixing, he remixed a song by Bob Marley called "Jamming" and remixed another song by Lana Del Rey called "West Coast," which pulled in millions of streams and views on SoundCloud and YouTube. Big success story was when he remixed Lost Frequencies, "Are You With Me?" which it garnered 16 million views on YouTube. But the song I really got into by Kongs was when he teamed up with Cooking on 3 Burners. Cooking on 3 Burners, a trio of 3 musicians, funk monsters from Australia, remixed a song called "This Girl," which should have been a hit. A perfect sunshine, summertime pop dance record. It is an anthem. And I just can't understand why it didn't make it over here. It was radio friendly. Sometimes I'll be the first to admit it. Sometimes the market over here in the States is a little peculiar. The song "This Girl" did really well overseas. Went to number 1 in France, Germany. Went to number 2 in the UK. It did well on the dance charts, but very little airplay on the pop stations here in the States. But I put it at hey, this is putting my money. That's putting my. How do you say that? Putting your money where your mouth is, or something. Put it at number 1 on my fantasy playlist. The date of July the 23rd, 2016. Put it at number 1 on this fantasy playlist, up from number 7, ahead of Calvin Harris, I believe, and Rihanna, James Ray, and Carly Rae Jepsen. Oh, God, I got to talk about that record. She did some amazing records since she had that song "Call Me Maybe." But I'm getting off topic again. I don't want to get too enthused about that right now. Selena Gomez in this top 5, and well, as you can see, you can plainly see this fancy playlist has had its better days. All right, and by the way, how you doing? This is Dean Kirk. In case I didn't identify myself, but anyway, let's get back to this record. Now, this girl, Perfect Summertime Vibe. You know, I envision a song like this if it had become really popular here in the States, a perfect outdoor party record, a barbecue outside, people just chilling out, maybe a little bit of dancing here and there, a few drinks being shared at the backyard of somebody's house, and this girl is just swooping right out of the speakers, just all over the place. This song I can't explain it. I can't. I feel it, but I can't explain it. I can't put into words. All I can say about it is it's got that 60s nostalgia in there, embedded, and that musical matrix. Reminds me of Sly and the Family Stone, Rascals. My goodness, maybe Elements, a little bit of that song, The Sunshine Girl by Parade back in '67, although that wasn't a dance hit, but just that sunshine pop, dance, funk, sunshine pop, '60s sunshine pop. God, it's just an irresistible record. One of the most radio-friendly records ever. But let me get off my soapbox now. That's this girl. That was in 2016. Did really well for him. This record, Clap Your Hands. This is more, I tell you one thing I like about this record. It's got a childlike chorus in there. And although the voices are likely sped up. Now, I didn't know this. I learned a new record myself researching this song. This song is actually based on a record that came out back in the 80s, 1983, by an Italian outfit called Baby's Gang, called Happy Song. And this song is one big smile. Just one big smile. Happy Song. It's based on that. The album this album that he's coming out with is called Club Acur. I probably mispronounced the word, A-C-U-R. And that will be coming out, I believe. I don't have a date on that. Clap Your Hands reminds me of some of the old disco records. Got that kick drum in there, like I mentioned earlier. It's got elements of, I'm going back to 1979 now, from the 60s to the 70s. The 1979 Patrick Hernandez, Born to Be Alive, reminds me a little bit of that. Bonnie Pointer, the disco remix of Heaven Must Have Sent You that she did also in late summer, fall of 1979, and reminds me a little bit of Sister Sledge, but it's got that 80s vibe in there too. Reminds me a little bit of Blue Monday. Remember Blue Monday by New Order? This record, Clap Your Hands, cross-pollination, a massive fusion between disco, dance, funk, borderline house, maybe, borderline. But it's a fantastic dance record. And, well, guess that's all I got to say about it, so might as well just let it go now. So the song debuting at number 39, highly recommended. Oh, by the way, one more thing I forgot, the formats. And let's talk about radio formats for this record that this could fit into. Obviously, BPM, dance. But it could also fit in the rhythmic. You can play this. Yes, you can. You can play this next, in a rhythmic format, you can play this next to a rap record, a hip-hop record, an R&B record. Just slide it on in there. Get people all turned up and energetic, pumped up. Pump up the jams. Pop. Yes, I do believe it can fit into a pop format. And I know I sound like a broken record. I do. But if anything on a pop station, start on it at night. Let it build up. It's an energetic dance record. One of the best. Might put it up to number 1 on my fancy playlist. And if you like that BPM, if you like that old style dance music, that funk, little bit of funk, a little bit of house. You might want to check this record out. The Kongs at number 39 with Clap Your Hands on my fantasy playlist of May the 8th, 2022.